session on friendships. Now we're looking at the key ingredients as to what makes a good and strong friendship and how we ourselves can be great friends. So we're looking at the key ingredients to that. And the ones that we've already looked at is constancy, meaning that we'll always be there for our friends during the good times, during the bad times, and during the really difficult times. The second ingredient has been candor, meaning being honest, being able to call our friends out if we think that they've done something or said something that isn't great, but doing that out of a place of love. And today's session, we are going to be looking at empathy. The definition of empathy is about sharing and understanding someone else's emotions. It's showing love and compassion to that person. Now there's the phrase that actually you should sometimes put yourselves in someone else's shoe. So I decided to get someone's. So I got Hetty's shoe. Don't worry, she knows I've got it. And to be fair, she has so many that she wouldn't even notice if one went. But isn't this a lovely shoe? But let's have one of my shoes. That's a bit battered. Used well. We'll go with used well. But think of these as my life and Hetty's life. Random, I know. But I could be loving life, everything's going funky doody dory, and I'm in this lovely little world and realm of Emily. Whereas Hetty could be going through something really, really difficult. And sometimes it's hard for me to understand. So the way in which I can try and understand how Hetty's feeling is actually put myself into her shoes. And it's when I put myself into her shoes that I can understand how she's feeling. And therefore I'm able to show Hetty love and compassion and be able to walk with her side by side through those difficult times. In the Bible, in a book called Romans, which was written by a guy called Paul, it's in the New Testament, it says this: be happy with those who are happy and be sad with those who are sad. Paul's kind of saying, put yourself in someone else's shoes so that you can understand how they are feeling and you can feel it too. There is an amazing example of a friendship which shows empathy in the Bible. And shock horror, it's Jesus. And it's Jesus and these three friends that are all siblings. Okay, so you got Lazarus, Mary, and Martha. Now, these three weren't counted within the disciples. No, they weren't part of the 12. But these three friends were the people that he retreated to. The times in which he was like, I need a bit of time out. He would go and visit them. And he loved them dearly, and they loved him dearly. But then disaster struck. We're now going to hear the story of Jesus bringing Lazarus back to life. But what I want you to do is to close your eyes as I read the story to you and put yourself in those people's shoes to understand how they were feeling, so that you can understand how Jesus truly showed empathy. In that moment, we see Jesus really showing us what the verse in Romans truly is about. When others are happy, be happy. When others are sad, be sad. When people are weeping, weep. Jesus put himself in those people's shoes, even though he knew that Lazarus was going to come back to life. Yet he empathized with the people around him. He understood their emotions and wanted to feel and share those emotions with them. Now, you may be thinking, how does this relate to my friendships? Your friend may be going through a really tough time. And sometimes the easiest thing to do is to just kind of push them away and be like, nice, tap on the head, bless you. But actually to show empathy, it takes time. To truly understand how that person is feeling, it takes time to listen. It takes time just to be with them. But in doing that, you are showing such love and compassion. And when you start to understand how your friend is feeling, you know how to love them better as a friend. You know how to support them better as a friend. And you know what's truly going on inside of them so that you can cheer them on. Now, there's a phrase that I really don't like, which is, I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. So if you think that actually, do you know what? My friend's going through something that I went through, so I know exactly how they feel. That's not the case. Everyone feels different. Everyone has a different story. So you need to listen to your friend's story, to understand their story, their emotions, so that you can truly help them as a friend.
When Mary reached the place where Jesus was and saw him, she fell at his feet and said, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." When Jesus saw her weeping, and the Jews who had come along with her also weeping, he was deeply moved in spirit and troubled. "Where have you laid him?" he asked. "Come and see, Lord," they replied. Jesus wept. Then the Jews said, "See how he loved him." But some of them said, "Could not he who opened the eyes of the blind man have kept this man from dying?" Jesus, once more deeply moved, came to the tomb. It was a cave with a stone laid across the entrance. "Take away the stone," he said.
So I'm going to finish this session by praying. And I'm going to put my hand on my heart, as our hearts are a sign of love. And a sign of showing empathy is by loving that person where they are and where they're at. So if you'd like to join in, then just put your hand on your heart. And I'm going to close my eyes so I don't get distracted by what's in the room. So yeah, let's pray. God, I thank you that you are love. I thank you that you know us, that you know everything about us, how we feel in the good times and the bad times. And God, I ask that you help us to feel the same way about our friends, to have a better understanding of how they're feeling, to be able to put ourselves in their shoes. Amen. Well, thank you for joining us today. I think I probably should go and give Hetty her shoe back. Okay, but until next time, bye. Here's Hetty's shoe. Oh, I've just hit my head in the face with the lace. No. Got it in my head what I want to say, but it's not coming out well. Okay. That one.